I mean, it's delicious, but it's not good for me. Anyway, as I said, it's Tuesday, and I've decided that, you know, this is it. I've made it. I've made it in Twitch. I can go up against the greats. And I've decided that I'm going to stream the Binding of Isaac at the same time as possibly the biggest Binding of Isaac streamer, which I only noticed after they went live. So, you know, intelligent business moves. But I don't care, because this game is incredible. But basically, you know, let's branch out. Let's try some different things. The, you know, inevitable evolution of the Ocarina of Time randomizer is essentially, because that game is essentially just a roguelike, I'm just going to sit here and play other roguelikes. And boy howdy do I love the Binding of Isaac. So I thought, you know, what sensible conclusion to come to there is that instead of just being like, oh, let's play on a file that, you know, I've spent a lot of time, like if we click in here, like, you know, here's my normal file, and you know, I've done a lot here. I've not done much of the new content, so you'd think, you know, the inevitable evolution of this would just be, let's continue on the new file. No. Let's just start from afresh. When you start from afresh, now you see, I will say, oh cool, it actually tells you how the characters are unlocked. But I think this will be I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it'll be fun, maybe it'll be terrible. But I love this game, and I figure let's give it a, you know, the old college try. The old 1-2 shoot tears at my enemies until they explode. So without further ado, shall we get started? And the first run that we have here, oh, Garn, subscribe with Prime, 4 months. Thank you very much. It's very, very much appreciated. Subscribing for that Isaac goodness. But we all know it's actually for the Doritos goodness. Not the Doritos, the Morrison's own brand natural cheese flavor tortilla chip goodness. Again, we got to make that distinction. It's very important. Very, very important. I say that, I was literally just at the shops and didn't buy any, so I don't know why I'm speaking so highly of them. Anyway, let's go. Our first ever run on this brand new file in the Binding of Isaac. Here, right now. So, first things first, we are essentially starting from afresh. If you've never seen the Binding of Isaac before, it's a roguelike, maybe the quintessential roguelike. But basically, there's a floor, you kill the enemies on the floor, you get items, improves, or possibly makes your character considerably worse. And then you have to clear the game, basically, that's it. Will you attack? No, we're not going to see that. I guess you can see on the floor over here. We shoot tears out of our eyes, or we can place bombs, or we can use an item. But we have none of those quite yet, because this is a brand new file. Isaac, many unlocks later on down the line, but we have none of them quite yet. So the thing that I'm like immediately curious as to off the bat here is, what are the prerequisites for unlocking a majority of the items here? Because I started a new file on Rebirth when it came out back, well, I was still at university, so at least 6 years ago. And I've been playing that same file for the last 6 years. And nearly 700 hours later on that file, you saw how far I was. To be fair, before Repentance came out, I had just about completed everything, so I have a relative familiarity with the game. I like it a lot. I mean, as, you know, nearly 700 hours in a game would imply, I guess. I think it is my most played game on Steam. It's probably, like, thinking about it, probably one of my most played games ever. If I were to guess, this game is up here with the likes of, shockingly, Ocarina of Time. And I'm like thinking about other games that I've put an excessive amount of time into. Probably would be, I don't know, like Fallout 3. Jeez, oh. So our very... This is wild. This item here, Death Bell, thank you for the host. Welcome to the stream as well. This item here, probably one of the best items in the game, if it's the one I'm thinking of. It's not, never mind. Well, I was going to say what an incredible start, but that's not. This item just sucks. I mean, it is telling us where a secret room is, which, in its own right, pretty good. I thought it was something quite different. An item called Sci-Fly, which basically We'll go out there. It's an orbital, so it would orbit around your character, and I was pointing at the screen like you could see that. And just actively goes for any projectiles that are coming towards you. But no, this is yo. Hey, what was it? Yo, listen. Hey, listen. I don't know. Aping Navi, I believe. I don't really know what it's doing. It seems to just be taking a circuitous route around the room. Is it following the path that I took? What's it up to? But I think what this item does, all it does, is it tells you where various, oh god, various things in the room are. So I think if there's a secret room you see down there. So it's worth, oh no, okay, well, let's just take damage on that soul heart that's going to protect us later on for very many useful things. Yeah, I think all it really seems to do is tell you where secret rooms are. It may tell you where cellars are. Not cellars, what do you call them? They're like, I don't know. They're little ladders that you can go down. Oh, we do have 2 bombs, so let's go into the super secret room. Thank you. Oh wow, we got the callus. My feet feel stronger. I'm gonna go and make wine now. With the strongest feet in the world. Crush those grapes. It's gonna do well. What is this little fly doing? He's just kind of having a good day. I guess it's not a fly if it's called Yo Listen. It's probably meant to be Navi. Gurglings. Hello. Oh, wretched little creatures. But yeah, at any point, if you do have questions, if you've not seen this game before, I mean, I would presume that most people have seen this game at some point in their lives because it is. I don't know how we avoided damage there, stepping on that creep. Cool. Thank you. Is it evident that I've nearly played 700 hours in this game? Or are you looking at somebody who's essentially got the skills of a newbie? Just sat there. A love child. Good old Isaac. Not a favourite of his parents in any way, shape or form. Strat, hello, welcome to the stream. Is there anything else worth going for on this floor? Probably not. Oh wow, okay, so we only have... So starting off, obviously there's like not all the secret paths are opened. So we only have so many paths to go for. We've already screwed up our deal with the devil chance, as is shown by that minus 64% in the bottom left hand of our screen there. Always off to a good start. But in the interim, we'll just keep clearing floors, clearing rooms. I don't think we need to be too worried about having some like crazy overpowered runs here at the start. That much I will say. Because the runs that will take us down to where we need to clear, no, you don't really need a lot. I believe there were challenges. Oh god. That have you basically collect no items and go much further than you're required to in this game. Without getting any items. So, and I have cleared some of those, probably. So those will come to at some point as well. Thinking about this, it really is like a daunting task, thinking about all the stuff that we've got to do here. Only episode 2 of the Zelda playthrough. So I will say, it is a very limited playthrough, that one. But... because I think the... oh, I was going to say, can we see if we can get that to destroy some pots? Pots have cash in them. No, so only episode 3, and that mostly comprises of up to Dodongo's Cavern. I did mean to go in and like it. I got an email, because when you have all the notifications turned on YouTube, you can see even as soon as people send comments on a video. Oh, we should use some of these bombs to crack into secret rooms. So I did mean to give it a like, because I did like it, but I didn't actually. So it's something I've got to do, you know. Keep up, make sure to interact with people on YouTube. Interact with you here, but you know, just makes good sense. Ooh. See, now I think I want to go into, well, if we can get into our shop, we need a key to get into our second item room here, or first item room of the floor. Do have, let me see, okay, you're gonna let me into there, so that's what we'll do here. Oh wow, a bomb and a coin and a battery, thank you. Ooh, we'll take that. That'll give us a key. Not really worth it, all things considered, but, you know, it's not really like we're that weak right now. I mean, we are. We have literally no stat upgrades so far, other than 1 HP, which has clearly served us incredibly well. Line commenting, well, then it is very much appreciated, strat. It's gonna boost that engagement score. But, oh gosh. Okay, come on. Thank you. See, now one of the few things I remember at this game is that if you kill, so this is a boss in 2 parts here. If you kill this guy before the big guy, so this wee small part of this guy, if you kill him first, it unlocks something. I don't know what it unlocks, but it does unlock something. Because it's one of these things that I remember. You know what? I think it unlocks the alternate version of this floor, because I remember hearing somebody talking about, like, they specifically went out of their way to never kill it first, so they never had the alternate version of the basement, because it's the cellar. That's where I got the cellar from. Because the cellar is just outright a harder version of the basement. Oh, okay. Larry Jr., you're nearly dead. Thank you. Get out of here. Get out of here. The only comment is deserving of a comment. I think that's fair. I think that's very fair. Don't go just giving them away. Oh, saved! So that Joker card will allow us to get into a deal with the devil. Oh, wait. We already got her. Never mind. I was talking up the fact that we were going to go into our item. In fact, then screw this. We're going to go into our shop. That's what we're going to spend our singular key on. That was a terrible idea, but we should start donating to this donation machine. Start unlocking items. Oh wow, 3 items. Should probably be picking up just about everything as well. Anyway, let's hold on to this Joker card for now. We don't know if we're gonna actually need it or not. We still have 46% chance of a deal with the devil. Which I'm not gonna sit here and tout my nose at and be like, oh, 46% chance. I'm just gonna ignore that. No. We're gonna play that all the way through. Duke of Flies, sure. Look at his big grin and his sewed up tummy. But this should be a relatively easy fight. In fact, we have 7 bombs. Let's make it even easier on ourselves. That was a terrible bomb. Never mind. I'm just not gonna make it easier on myself. I'm gonna make it harder on myself by wasting resources. Okay, yep. Just try and kick the bomb into the boss and do, like, basically, it makes it so much easier on this fight. The boss basically dies in a singular bomb. And it also clears out the flies, and you're just like, oh, happy days. Happy days. I don't have to sit here and monotonously kill every single one of these flies just to get through to the meat of the boss here, which is, well, the boss's HP bar. But it's fine. These flies aren't going nowhere. Monstrous Tooth. So where is Isaac now anyways? He is currently in the 2nd basement. Tears up. Excellent item. And we even got Soul Heart. Straight to our Devil Room. That's a great item. I'm going to take it because I can't be bothered going onto the Angel Path immediately. As in, conversely, so you can either take an Angel or a Devil deal, but to get yourself an Angel deal in the first place, you have to refuse the Devil deal. Resist temptation. If you'd not noticed, which is fair, you may not have, because this is literally the 2nd floor. This game has some quite heavy religious symbolism in it. Oh, and we've even got a 100% devil chance for the next floor. Of course, because we essentially lost our deal with the devil chance last floor. And we did that the right way. What does the Rotten Baby do? So he's a familiar who will follow us around spitting flies at our enemies. And the flies, so you'll spit out one at a time. There's only ever going to be one on the screen. You see, he's not doing nothing now. But every time he spits out that fly, it's essentially a homing tier that does double, I believe it does double our current damage. So they get, like, the stronger we get, the stronger they get, basically. It might be more than double our damage, actually, because they seem to be ruining these scallywags here. Or I believe they're called bonies. Oh, he gave us even more. Should we go and have a look at what our arena room? Nope. Rotten Baby, probably, maybe the best, like, at least one of the best familiars. There's a bunch of these kind of little floating baby-looking familiars in the game. Rotten Baby, definitely I'm trying to think of the other ones. I can't think of the other ones off the top of my head. But for our first run in the game, or at least on this new file anyway, we still have no keys. This sucks. He's an excellent item to pick up. You know what? Looking at it, good run so far. Oh, look at that. Free key. Just sat there. Let's go and open our item room, see what we get. I'm also really curious as to what's in the like absolute base item pool here. Because it's essentially got to be pretty similar to what's actually in the vanilla pool. How long will we have him? He's ours permanently. We picked him up as an item. He is ours for the rest of this run. I guess I'm curious, Strat, have you played Isaac before? You sounded familiar-ish with the game, but I'm curious, have you played it before? And the same goes for anybody else in chat. This is a game that you folks have played before, seen before, enjoyed, hate, love? I don't know. Well, to all opinions. Seen it being played ages ago. It's been around. This year is the 10-year anniversary of this game, I believe. And I've been playing it for the last 10 years. I played the original Binding of Isaac Flash version that got released on Steam. Remember seeing it come out, and I think Total Biscuit was like, this is a weird game, I'm probably not going to play it, but here's a video of somebody who will enjoy it, or who enjoyed it. Oh, thank you, Bumbo. Sorry, I have to stop skipping these boss scenes. It's like the learned muscle memory that I have from playing this game. But it's fine, our familiar... Okay, well, whatever. Get that. Horrible creatures, Bumbo. He farts. He throws rocks from the ceiling at us. Another great item, by the way, the torn photo. Shot speed up, so our tears move faster. And we shoot more! Even better item there as well, actually. On the left. This here, I believe it's called Sin Robes. It's going to give us a bunch of demon hearts, which are kind of like those blue soul hearts at the top there. And the damage up. So I'm going to take it. Ceremonial robes, not Sin Robes. We've unlocked Lazarus. Cool, there's our next character. That's who we'll play yet. Not a few months older. I think it must be around a similar time, because I remember this game came out when I was in first year of university. I'm fairly sure, because I'm thinking about, I'm picturing in my head. We should probably check our oh, actually I'm not going to check the shop. We've only got one key. And frankly, I don't really want to waste it. But yeah, I'm picturing my university room in my head as I'm thinking about how I played this. And I know what the layout of my first year university room was, and I remember like playing a lot of Isaac in there. 10th anniversary this year at 11. Oh, of course! Because it came out on the 11th. Was it 11/11/11? Yeah, that was it, wasn't it? Oh. God, I remember being so excited for that game. Remember going out, buying it at midnight, and then being like, wait a minute, I have university the next day, and then I just went to my bed. Like, I went out to... Oh, Tinted Rock. Hell yeah. I went out to Game, which is the UK games shop. I think at that time, Game Station still existed. But was at that time was just basically Game under a different name. And I remember going out that evening, and it was me and a friend, and we walked all the way to the shop. Didn't stand in line because, like hell, I was going to do that. I think I went specifically a little bit later than midnight because I was like, I don't want to stand in line, but come along with me because it's kind of boring if I don't. If I don't have somebody to come with me. I remember I went in, I bought the game, and I was like, hell yeah. And then, oh, we got depression. Oh, that's terrible. Hopefully it's easy to get rid of. Right? Right, guys? Oh! That was a hell of a bomb. We got 2 soul hearts, this floor ladder trap that's going to take us down to a wee secret room. Oh. That's an incredible item up there. I believe that's called Mulligan, and it allows us to shoot flies, like spawn flies ourselves. But I have no idea how you're meant to get that, so instead... Do you think you could get it with, like, flight? Because you see how we went through the floor there? No, see, I don't think that would work. Nah, look, you kind of bump your head on. Depression looks to be a familiar. I want that. There we are, Liberty Cap. It looks like it drops creep, so I think when enemies stand on this, it will do damage. How much? Great question. I have no idea. Chemical peel there. That means that now all of the tears that we're firing from our left eye do more damage. which is a great upgrade. That's an incredible bomb. For the price of 2 bombs, we get 4. And there's a tinted rock in there, so we're getting more rewards as well. Already we are ridiculously powerful, and we only need to go down like 4 more floors or something like that. This run is basically unstoppable at this point. Not quite unstoppable, but like we're in an incredible position. But if we're going back to like thinking about that midnight launch, one of the standout things I remember from that is, A, it was an incredible waste of time because, as I say, I bought the game and then didn't play it. I did play it, I played it the next day. This was when I was still a young and, you know, unsullied student about university, and was like, oh, I'm gonna make sure to get up and get to all my classes. That quickly died out. So I remember being very careful about that, but ooh, don't you jump on me, mega fatty. And that's not just being me being rude, that's literally his name. Or something like that anyway. Little chubby. Happy little maggot. I remember I was walking back and there was a very, very, very intoxicated man on the road. And the friend I was with, this guy, he had taken the belt off of his trousers. His trousers were still up, don't worry. He'd taken the belt off of his trousers. And he was just shouting. As I say, he was heavily intoxicated. But the friend I was with, somebody who knows no social graces, and if you're somebody who knew me from my university days, I think you probably have an exact knowledge of who that is. He just kept pointing and laughing at this guy. And to begin with, this guy, this very heavily intoxicated man, didn't notice. And so my friend keeps laughing. And like, admittedly, it's pretty funny, but you know, it's late enough at night that you kind of get a wee bit uneasy about stuff like this. And eventually the guy did notice, but he seemed to take it as like a compliment, as in like what he was doing was funny. And it made him do it even, like he turned around, he was looking at my friend, just being like, yeah, yeah, as he was doing it, as he was whipping this belt back and forth, and it was just this exceedingly strange moment. You know, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning in the middle of town, and you just sat there being like, what is going on here? This is an incredible room, this is a library. It has, I was going to say 2 good items, or it has every item in this room is a book, and a book is always an active item. So we'll take one of them. We'll take both of them, actually, because this one spawns bombs. And hopefully is just going to blow up the rocks. Fantastic to get me this item, which is much better. Great evening to be alive. Sounds very... Yeah, this was literally 10 years ago. So it's quite a while ago, I will say. Quite a while ago. To be fair, all relatively socially distant, as now that I think about it. Let me jump over the... Yeah! Look at that. Putting it to good use. Oh, in fact, let's put it to even better use. Open that up, get ourselves a key. Let me out. Thank you. Where's our secret room, Navi? Are they around here? Oh, there's one on the right here. Oh, we could use bombs to get into these rooms instead. Outside night. On England's chat, Scotland. You gotta be careful with that. You gotta be careful. If you sing It's Coming Home here, you'll get... Well, you probably won't get hit, because most people are pretty reasonable, but you never know. Let's go in the curse room. Costs us health to get in here, but we have so much extra that we might as well. Just in case there's a good item in here. There ain't this time. Shall we start taking these pills? So if you've ever played like a rogue-like game before, the pills essentially work in the same way as potions do. They have a random effect associated with them. Overall, that was actually quite a good room. They have a random effect associated with them. And that effect of, like, if you look at the effect paired to the, like, color and shape of the pill, that changes every run. So from now on, I know that all of the, what was it, the red and white ones were shot speed up pills. So that's it for the rest of the run. But that will change on my next run. So I could pick up a yellow and white pill, yellow and white, red and white pill. We have 14 cents. We should go in here. Oh, okay. We're fighting a boss. Thank you. And the next run, they will all be different again. Oh, get rid of this guy. Thank you. Instead, we're just going to stockpile cash because we can't give it to the donation machine. And are there blue pills? There are indeed. I think we took one. Don't know what it did, but I do think we took one. Just wait till you guys get independence. Scotland, not Scotland. When we're independent, we are indeed. Oh, you see that? Cloud gave him a middle finger. How rude. We'll definitely be Scotland at that point. It'll be wonderful. Except that, you know, it's debatably wonderful. We don't really know. The hope would be that at least we're not with the... Anyway, not worth getting into that one, I'll tell you, because I don't know enough to provide a proper argument. That's a blinking chest that will spike us like nothing else. Might as well do this, because, I mean, again, we are stupidly powerful. Where did... we just got... How did that happen? Maybe that was like a bolt of lightning or something? I don't really know. No idea what caused that. Nope. Well, thank you. I'm just gonna take damage. It must be. That must be what it... I bet that's what depression does. Did the healer give you extra confidence? No ideas. Don't stand in blood. Indeed, the blood will... It's creep damage, but not good creep damage. I.e. not caused by us. These guys are awful. They do a full heart of damage. Should we blow these up? See what we get out of them. Oh! Got a card. Use that card. That card takes us to the item room for the floor. Deadeye, accuracy brings power. The more shots on target that we have, the more damage that we get, stacked until we miss a shot. Brilliant. Excellent stuff. I don't want half a heart, because I can't use it. I've already got full HP. This guy takes bombs in exchange, or gives stuff in exchange for bombs, but... Oh, look at this. It's just free. We just got a ton of free bombs in this room now. Look at that. Maybe we should go back and play that. The bomb beggar. The blue pills, I don't know what they do. As I say, the effect for all pills, it's equivalent to like potions in any other roguelike kind of games. God, he has no upper limit of what he takes. Blinking heck. It used to be the case that beggars would only take 7 of an item, maximum 7. I don't know. The reason we're teleporting, we have the how to jump item, which teaches dear Isaac how to jump. Because with all our controls, he has no idea how to jump. But now, by reading the Super Mario guide on how to jump, he has learned. Very skillful. These enemies are maybe one of the worst enemies in the entire game, I'll tell you that much. I hate them with every fibre of my being. Because they move around in an incredibly unpredictable pattern. Oh! Creepy face. Isaac got such a shock there that he farted and poisoned the enemy. Oh, no, you're hiding that. I don't really care. Just leave. Oh! Teleporting creatures. Could do with that, actually. Parents never thought of them. Yeah, the quote-unquote lore behind this game is... I mean, there's a lot to it, for sure, but not really something I've ever followed in great depth. Another Joker card. We'll keep a hold of that. We'll keep a hold of that. Oh, we don't have Callus anymore. Oh, but there is a secret room here. Ah, look. What does the blue pill do? Makes us go faster. That hurts us. Great. We've got health up. Take that. Pills can have either good or bad effects, so it can be a bit of a risk to take them. Ah, super greed. Fantastic. I think I have to unlock these guys. I think you get a character unlock when you unlock... Was it 55? So let's spend our bombs and get that unlocked right now. Question, I was going to say, how many characters can we unlock on one run? It's already 2. The most characters ever unlocked on a single run? Speed run? Any percent. No, it's 9%. Because then we would have to do them all. Just place your bets. Place your bets! How many more characters will we unlock? It's Loki. Sorry, I promise you, I will stop skipping those. Maybe. Probably not, actually. God, our damage peaks at 10 with this Deadeye. That's fantastic. Bet is on X. Strat. Take that sentence however you wish. It's true. He's more confident. You know, he gets more confident. Ooh, that's a nice item. Do we pay 1 heart for the nice item? Yes. 3 characters. Tell you folks, you need to... If anybody thought in their heads too, well, you're in trouble now. Let's just go. I don't know why we're dialing here. We should make these runs snappy, quick, get through them. Or we could just enjoy what's happening. Oh! His friends are looking at him on the toilet. This gives us brimstone for a room. It actually recharges really fast. Tinted rock there. And the secret room in here. I've never really figured out the logic for the secret rooms properly. I know it's something to do with they have to be surrounded by specific types of rooms. Maybe that's something we will actually figure out properly as we're actually running through this now. But you see on our map here, I can't point to it at all. You see the question mark room, that's our secret rooms. We have to use bombs to get into them. And it's usually that they're surrounded by rooms on 3 sides. I think it's something to do with the like type of room as well. But I've never really... I just kind of have a vague knowledge of how it works and not really any real understanding of the logic behind what actually governs it. Because then not only is there the secret rooms, but then there's also the... Oh, too many things in here. There's also the super secret rooms. But I do know how their logic is governed. And I think it's basically, it has to be close to the boss room, and you'd have to be bombing into an area where the room would not be connected to any other rooms other than one. How long do we have the laser vision? I presume you mean like the charged up shots? That's the... Oh, the laser vision is just for that room. Sorry, never mind. I know exactly what you're talking about. But that is an active item effect, so we can use that every 3 rooms. It charges once per room, which is very handy. Though I think we seem to get an extra base charge from something, but I don't know what. Giant poop from Conquer. It's true. I don't think it is. Get away. Anything for us there? We didn't even go into our item room. Silly. Let's go and check what that is. See, I'm getting into my bad habits. One of my worst habits in this game is that I rush all the time. Buddy in a box has appeared in the basement. This is a good item. He duplicates all of the effects of all the other familiars that you have. So just specifically wee babies. But maybe stop speedrunning games. I refuse. But then he also fires them twice as fast. Isaac versus Mum. We're here. This is it. The last boss of the game proper at the minute. Let's kill her. Kill Isaac's mother, because that's what this game is all about. And then we'll probably watch some of the rarest cutscenes ever to be seen in the Binding of Isaac, because this game is meant to be played for a very long time. Oh wait, we should have been using this. I completely forgot. Our run is so good that it just doesn't matter like what we use. It's a done deal. It's a one run. And look, oh! Try not to take any unnecessary damage, of course.
Isaac was cornered. His mother, fueled with the desire to serve her god, was bearing down on Isaac.
Things seem to go bad.
As I'm told, my lord, I love you above all else, Isaac's mother repeated to herself. This was the end of the line for Isaac. His mother was far too strong for him. But just as he accepted his fate, God intervened, sending an angel down from above to stop his mother's hand. And just like that, it was over.
Oh god. I won't lie, not a fan of the flash looking animations for this game. I think they look awful. I think these like doodles look superb. But yeah, that's it guys. 4 minutes, we're done. Hope you enjoyed the Binding of Isaac. Don't know why that took me 600 hours, but you know it did. It's just I've improved a lot over the last while. No, obviously that's not the case. That's obviously not the case. We have unlocked the Womb. We have unlocked challenge number 20, Purist. We have unlocked challenge number 21, Multiple XL. Challenge 22, Speed. Challenge 25, Have a Heart. Challenge 28, Pride Day. Challenge 29, Onin's Streak. Challenge 30, The Guardian. Challenge 32, April's Fool. Challenge, oh, the Harbingers, the Horsemen are loose. A cube of meat has appeared in the basement and a ball of bandages. Jeez, oh. Not bad.